All right, let's talk about it. I have a giant Band-Aid on my head. See it? Yeah? That's the only time I'm gonna bring it up and talk about it. You wanna talk about it? I cut myself shaving, that's it. That's all it was. My wife helped me put the Band-Aid on there and we're good to go. So I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. Let's talk about two new products from Hercules, the Stream 100 and the Stream 200 XLR. Now is the point where you ask me, is the Stream 100 or the Stream 200 XLR going to be the product that replaces all Elgato Stream Decks and takes over streaming hardware altogether? Not at this point in time. And while Hercules is probably best known for their DJ equipment and their DJ monitors and a lot of stuff around DJ music production and whatnot, streaming is fairly new to their business model, and this is their first foray into that vertical. So with that being said, there's a lot in here that is very useful, but there's also a lot that's missing. So without further ado, let's first jump into the Stream 100. So after all that preamble, what exactly is the Stream 100? Well, it's not an audio interface. It's more of a mixer, if you will, a tactile mixer that allows you as a streamer to determine, hey, I want to increase my game volume, want to lower my music volume, and so on and so forth. You do have all these very nice tactile dials that's very smooth to the touch. Plus, you have these 4 buttons down here that you can fully customize. In fact, this #1 button for me will launch my YouTube channel. In addition to customizing these 4 buttons to do practically anything that you want, these 4 knobs allow you to increase or lower the volume of the 4 sources that you have here. Plus, you can depress it and it mutes that particular source. Now, there's only 4 sources here. However, you can customize this interface to add another page. So if you had a lot of different audio changes and you had multiple, I don't know, chats or multiple things that you wanted to maintain audio levels for, that's what that second page would be hugely beneficial for. So as far as the Hercules Stream 100 goes, that's pretty much it. I mean, you do have integration with OBS and Streamlabs, all the customization that I talked about, and plus you can customize these 4 buttons to act as hotkeys with OBS. So if you wanted to do a shout out for somebody or you wanted a Discord link shared in your chat, you would be able to set all that up also with StreamerBot. But as far as the functionality that you can get out of the Stream 100, that's pretty much it right now. Let's go ahead and try out the bigger brother, and that is of course the Stream 200 XLR. What's really nice about the Stream 200, it's also just USB powered, so it's USB Type-C, which it does come with a nice long cable, and plus I'm gonna go off camera a little bit. It doesn't come with an XLR cable, but it does come with a preamp. And so if you needed the preamp, you don't need to go spending extra money for that because it already comes with that. When it comes to the Stream 200 XLR, the biggest difference is this 2/3 here is pretty much the same. The new thing is really gonna be on this right-hand side here. But you will notice on the screen, under each source, there are audio bars for the audience and then audio bars for the creator. These are your submixes. Many streamers have been asking for interfaces to include submixes. A very easy way for you to determine, hey, I want the volume for the audience to be at this level, but I want to be able to change the volume at my own level without affecting what the audience hears. That's what submixes allows you to do, and this does support submixes. Plus, you can hit this little link button, and that means if you change the audio as a creator, it'll also appropriately change the audio for your audience. I'd say one of the nice things is this giant knob here for your headphones. It has this gradient light, so if you turn it all the way up, it'll be at its brightest, and then if you turn it down, it'll accordingly lower the brightness. So you can immediately tell if you're gonna hear anything or if it's gonna blast your eardrums right out the gate. One of the things I really do like about the Stream 200 XLR is that the companion software has plugins already built in for your XLR mic. So whether you're using the preamp or not, you can determine that you're gonna have a condenser mic or dynamic mic with the 48 volt preamp. Plus, it has a noise gate, equalizer, essentially all the standard VSTs that you would expect from a device that accepts XLR. Plus, if you're a fan of voice mod when you're streaming, it does natively integrate into voice mod. So if you want to sound like a chipmunk, go right ahead. No one's stopping you. In addition to you being able to plug in an XLR microphone into the Stream 200 XLR, you have other inputs that you can utilize as well too. You've got optical, for those of you who still use optical inputs. Hello, nice to meet you. You have a phone input, so if you're going from your iPhone or Android device and you want to stream some audio from there, you can import that directly in here. It is a 3.5 millimeter headphone, which is interesting, but yeah, if you have that cable still lying around, you could do that. You have line in, line out. You also have a brightness button, so you can change the brightness of the actual screen itself. But whether you're asking yourself, should I get the Stream 100 or the Stream 200, either way, you're gonna get a very robust piece of tech. It is a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, I will agree. On the front here, they have a giant logo for their company, which is fine, but it's a huge amount of real estate that they're missing out on. In my opinion, add another layer of buttons. And not to mention, you have these really handy feet that are very, very sticky. So once you place it on a surface, it's really not gonna go anywhere. However, one of the biggest drawbacks of the Stream 100 and the Stream 200 XLR is the screen. Screen is very vibrant. It has a lot of different colors. You can change all the RGB in there and all that you want. However, it's not touchscreen. And I know, it's not a big deal, but being that the screen is that inviting, it kind of tells me that I want to touch it to mute, or I want to touch it to change the volume, or switch to a different page, you know, swipe around, but you just don't have that functionality on this. It does keep the cost down, I completely understand that, but it would be really nice in the second iteration of this line if they were able to add some touchscreen functionality that is actually quite useful while you're streaming. So, would I recommend the Hercules Stream 100 or the Stream 200 XLR to an up-and-coming streamer? At this moment in time, no. While the price point is fairly low, there are a number of other already existing alternatives that already have hooks, plugins, API, and agreements and functionalities with many of the other streaming software and platforms that are out there. And for it stands right now, Hercules just doesn't have that clout, if you will. They have clout in their DJ business, I'll give them that, but as a streaming piece of tech, it's just not quite there yet. But like I said, this is their first go at it. This is their first attempt. And as far as their first attempt is, you know, they're an audio company. They know audio very well. So for that and that alone, great job. But for a streamer, there are just some fallbacks, and that can be fixed over time. And maybe in the next iteration, we'll have more buttons, we'll have some more hooks already built into Blurp or Twitch or Kick or whatever the case is. But until then, I would just hold off on it. However, if you are looking for some awesome tech from Hercules, ta-da! Check out their DJ stuff. So thank you very much for watching this video, and huge thanks to Hercules for sending these out for me to review. This is not a sponsored post, so I appreciate them allowing me to be brutally honest, and I hope they take my thoughts and opinions with a nuance of, I love you guys, and I hope you can take some of my constructive criticism back to the drawing board and build up something super, super awesome. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section down below. Links, as always, can be found in the description below. Not only am I on this platform, but you can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. I also jump on to TikTok from time to time, Instagram, and of course, our Discord server. So until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Later. And hopefully this will be gone by then too. So bye.
Heart.